because everybody's like just trying to like, pick it up and do it. Like we all learn at our own pace and everything, but
Right, absolutely.
just everybody wants to like, post how to do this, tutorials, blah blah blah. And a lot of it, probably more than like, majority of it is like kind of like misinformation, and like
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know that, and then
that's
you're
true.
teaching like, and there's so many people that want to learn how to do nails, so then they're just going based off misinformation, and I was completely going based off misinformation when I first started. Like there was like based off videos, just stuff that's like incorrect, like little
Right,
things, because there's so many things involved. Like that's one thing that people don't realize. There's so many little aspects that you have to hit. Like you
right.
learn more and more every day. Like I wasn't the nail tech I was like a week ago. Like you learn every single day.
Polish in my hand, I'm ready to create each nail a masterpiece. I can hardly wait. Soft pastels or vibrant hues, each tells a tale in their artistry of nails. Nothing ever fails. With each swirl and twirl, let the magic begin in this kingdom of gloss. There's no end to the wind. Gloss on my fingertips, watch them shine bright. Painted like a canvas, colors taking flight. Feeling fierce and fabulous, I'm ready to ignite. Slaying the nail game every single night. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. She is a nail artist. Please welcome Lola. Hello, Lola, and welcome.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Yes, absolutely. You're most welcome. So, I want to go and get started by asking where you're originally from and tell us a little about your upbringing.
So I'm from Miami Beach, born and raised. I'm 19, so I've been here my whole life.
Hmm.
And my upbringing, I guess I would say I've been pretty family oriented my whole life,
Hmm.
and I've had a really good support system
Hmm.
from like the beginning, and I feel like that really had like a mark on me. Um like my mom, my dad, and like their friends have always like supported me, and I feel like it's really like influenced me to like go for what I want.
Yeah, absolutely. Most definitely. Yeah, absolutely. What was like your school experience like as far as like grade school, college, things like that, possibly?
Um, so I actually didn't attend college because
Hmm.
I guess you could say I dropped out. Honestly, not you could say, I guess I dropped out.
Hmm.
I didn't finish my senior year of high school because I wanted to pursue nails.
Hmm.
I started my 10th grade year of high school, and then I dropped out to pursue nails, and honestly, I think it was a really great decision.
Hmm.
But from the beginning to now, I mean, my elementary, you know, lower grades
Hmm.
were like I don't know, my school experience was pretty just very fun, and I wasn't really like too focused on like learning, but it was an experience to say the least. I went to like pretty rough schools, so
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. So, who or what exposed you to the nail industry?
Well, my dad, so I work at a building called Sola Salons. I don't
Hmm.
know, have you heard of it?
No, I have not.
So basically, it's multiple like suites. I can actually flip my camera. Well, can I? I can just show you real quick. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
um,
Yeah.
it's multiple suites, just like this. So everybody has
Okay.
like their own personal little. Like some people do hair, some people do piercings,
Hmm.
nails. Different
Yeah.
things. And my dad, he manages the building. So
Hmm.
he's been doing micropigmentation for like 8 years, I think now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so he had an influence on me because I've always been like super artistic since I was like a little girl. Always
Hmm.
been into drawing. Um,
Hmm.
and so he was taking me to a nail appointment about
Right.
like 3.5 years ago. And he was driving me and he's like, you know what, Lo, why don't you do this yourself? Like, I could set you up in a little studio, buy you like some supplies, and you got so many girls at the school, like they'll all want their nails done. And he was definitely right because that's how I like blew up. Well, I just had so many people to like practice on because like
Hmm.
all of the girls were like coming to me to get their nails done. And I was probably doing like 3 clients a day, and I was like, I learned a lot because I got like super addicted to working, and I was working like 7 days a week from like 8 a.m. all the way to like 6 p.m. like every single day. And like if I had
Wow.
school, I was working from like 3 to like 6 or 9 was like my last appointment. So I was really overworking myself, and I had to like learn that you need balance, or it's like so hectic, and like so it will drain you eventually.
Hmm.
But yeah.
Hmm. I find it very
So
interesting that
he
you got. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you're good. You can go.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying it's very interesting how, with once you get into something, you just can't stop. So that's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you were saying about the working, like, from like 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, once you get the ball rolling, you pretty much is like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's up and running.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
Mhm.
was I was obsessed from the jump. Like I was like I had never committed to something so like wholeheartedly. Like a fun fact is I've actually never worked like a job other than doing nails.
Hmm.
So yeah, I started doing nails when I was 16. So it was my
Wow.
first job basically. Um and I have no other experience. Been a pink collar girly my whole life.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, how would you describe your nail art style?
um it's changed so much over time. It's actually crazy. I feel like in the beginning of my nail journey, it was definitely like, I wouldn't say basic, but compared to what I like now, like I feel like my style now is like super like just artistic and like
Right.
unique, and like I love the idea of like one of a kind, like like I that's why I love freestyling. It's probably like my favorite service to do, and I always love to have like a reference to go off of. um
Yeah.
but yeah, I feel like just super artistic and like out there and extravagant and like weird, even funky and unique.
Hmm.
But I really like the artsy vibes
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I like being like just really out the box and artsy with my nail art and
Yes,
things like
out
that.
the box.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Not doing things that everybody else is doing because there's a lot of people that follow a lot of the trends that come
Yeah.
out and stuff like that. Not really. So come out more so come out, but it's like it's recycled. So it's a cycle that
Mm-hmm.
repeats itself over and over and over again. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, but definitely, that's like the same with me. I love doing unique designs and stuff like that, like
Mm-hmm.
something that nobody else ain't doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
I got you. I love it. Live
Yeah,
for it.
absolutely. Yeah, most definitely. So, what are your inspirations? What are your inspirations as far as nails?
Um, Definitely I get inspo. I feel like from art pieces and honestly everyday things, like um everyday things and colors
Yeah.
and nature. Nature is
Mm,
such an inspiration for me. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I agree.
one time I made a nail set that was, because I have a, is it called silkweed? I don't know, the butterflies, the monarch butterflies, what they eat. So there's one of the, I think it's silkweed. I don't know, but it's like a whole
Mhm.
tree. So there's like a tree of butterflies, like right outside my
Right.
house, and some they
Mhm.
pass away.
Yeah.
So I wanted to honor one of them, for Thanksgiving, I think 2 Thanksgivings ago, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. But basically, I got like a
Mhm.
really long set, like literally like this long, and I
Right.
encapsulated like the butterfly wings, and it was like brown base with like the butterfly wings, and it was just so long. It was like 2 times, like the whole size of my finger. It was crazy,
Hmm.
but just I love it. Love shit like that.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I want to get into as far as your nail business. So you are a private licensed gel nail specialist. So what are some of the services that you offer as far as just with what you do, especially with your nail business?
hmm Um, so it's kind of like I guess you could say like a small menu. Like I know nail techs tend to offer, like they try to offer everything, but I
Right.
like to like specialize, focus on one thing so I
Yeah.
could like, get the most experience with it, practice, do it over and over. It's just muscle memory at some point. So I specialize in gel extensions. I use Gel X A Press brand,
Hmm.
and I also specialize in like builder gel, like hard gel and soft
Okay.
gels that like go over the natural nails. And
Hmm.
most of my clients will basically book Gel X, and then they'll do like maybe 2 refills, and then we'll eventually use their natural nails because a lot of people come to me to like grow out their natural nails.
Right.
Um, so those are mainly the 2 services that I offer: gel, like a gel overlay, and
Hmm.
a gel X full set, or like I do refills too. And I
Hmm.
definitely want to add toes to my roster. Like I need to.
Hmm.
I was doing toes, but
Hmm.
I didn't have the proper setup, so my
Right.
back,
Hmm.
she couldn't take it. Like I
Oh.
was literally, oh my god, I was like hunched over so bad, so I couldn't do
Hmm.
that. So I just need to go to Home Depot. Want to be on some,
Hmm.
handy woman shit and build me a setup that's gonna be like super high and nice so I can add toes to my services for sure. Oh,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I also make press-ons.
Oh, cool.
So guess you could count that as a service because sometimes I'll make the press-on set and then they'll come in and I'll prep their nails and put the set on for them.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. I think that with the press ons is really a service nowadays because there's a lot of people doing press ons, and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, or offering that as a service, or Gel X and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's so crazy how much the nail industry has really grown so fast, and especially
Mm-hmm.
over within a decade in itself. It's came
Yeah.
such a very long way as far as products, as far as
It's
nail tips,
crazy.
as far as gels and
Mm-hmm.
all nail art related stuff. Is just really ridiculous, and the possibility is so endless of what you could have as a service.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how much it's like evolved in the past like 10, 20 years even.
Hmm.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with that. Absolutely. So I want to get into as far as just with your journey being a business owner. So within your journey of owning your own nail business, what are some of the things that you've learned while running a business?
Um the I feel like this correlates with like my personality.
Hmm.
So, basically learning that like keeping like professionalism and um being like cordial and professional and customer service
Hmm.
really does matter a lot. Like I used to
Absolutely.
think that oh, like I don't know, it really does affect your image if you are like
Absolutely.
rude, or if you don't like put too much effort into like, giving some like the best energy and whatever. And like sometimes I would let my outside life affect like how I would come into work. And
Hmm.
I've realized that like you can't do that. Like it just really puts off the vibe, and that will make people not want to come back. So definitely like how you present yourself, like your demeanor. And just another thing that like not everybody is like, you're not going to be the nail tech for everybody, cuz I used to think
Agreed.
that like everybody, like why wouldn't anyone want to come to me? Like, I need everyone to come to me. But some people, like, it's just not gonna work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a
Right.
60-year-old woman, she might want to be serviced by somebody like around her age too. Like, so I had to
Right.
get that through my head.
Mm-hmm.
And like I mentioned about balancing work and like your real life, that has I've really learned a lot about that. I just recently set in like specific off days, because
Mm-hmm.
before I would just like choose whatever days I wasn't booked, but
Right.
sometimes I'd be working for like a week freaking straight, and I cannot do that to my body physically
Mm-hmm.
or mentally, because I want to be able to show up and be my best self. And if I'm not like, taking care of myself, you can't do that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely a couple, three things that I've learned for sure.
Yeah, I think that is definitely finding that balance. I think that's what's very important. Definitely I like what you said as far as like whatever's happening in your life, outside of work, you can't translate that to a business and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Because that can like pretty much it can, clients can feel energy. So when you pass that energy down to them, then it's kind of, it creates distance, and
Yeah.
things like that. So definitely, there has to be more of a balance, and
Hmm.
things of that nature, or just understand your footing and what works for you as far as finding that balance. I think that's very, very important. And what we don't talk about enough is really mental health in the nail industry,
Hmm.
especially
Oh my
whether,
gosh.
whether we're press on nail artists, whether we're nail artists in a salon or have our own business or whatever it is. I think mental health is something that should be talked about a lot more in the nail industry / nail community. Because I think what clients don't understand is how, just how, like, especially with working with different people, you have, you carry energy from other people. They don't,
Oh
the
my
client,
gosh.
don't
That's
just
one
carry.
other thing that I've learned. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. Yeah, the client, doesn't just give energy, you're giving energy too. So it's an exchange of energy and things like that. And I worked in a spa
Hmm.
and collar, so I know from experience, like, work with different people in terms of hands and feet and stuff like that, and talking with different people,
Hmm.
different walks of life. But definitely, again, it's just mental health has to be touched on more in terms of this industry.
It really does. It really does, because like I feel like everybody, like in general it does, but the people who like I literally think of it as like, okay, at this point this is a form of self-harm with what
Right.
I'm trying to paint right now. Like, it's 1 in the morning, like, can I just let myself go to sleep? Like,
Hmm.
because I have this thing. I'm the type of person who, like, I really love a challenge. I love a
Right.
challenge, and I
Hmm.
love challenging myself.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'll push myself to a limit where I am literally like, it blows me away. One time, I actually just recently I hand painted this. Is it Nara? I forgot the rest of the name, but basically this painter, I painted her paintings like on on somebody's nails. We did a full set of gel X, and I do a Russian manicure with each of my services, so it takes a little bit longer than regular prep.
Hmm.
But they literally took around like 8 or 9 hours, I think, which is like,
Wow.
yeah, which is kind of crazy, but like, it probably wouldn't have taken like most texts that long, but I'm such like a perfectionist. Like, it's actually
Me
so
too.
bad. Like, by the last nail, I was like almost like crying, and like my vision was like freaking impaired. And I was thinking like, I would probably be performing so much better if I felt better. So
Right.
come to the conscious decision that I'm not gonna do that to myself anymore. And sets
Absolutely.
like that, I'm gonna
Hmm.
do as press on sets, because it's gonna, like, no client wants to be sitting there for that long, and I'm
Right.
doing it attached to a moving hand, so it makes it much harder. Like, it would be so much mutual benefit if I just do a press on set, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely, most
that's,
definitely. Yeah, that would make more sense,
hmm,
yeah. You
yeah.
know, just considering the amount of detail, you put
Hmm.
into it, so that's the thing, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's one thing I've also learned for sure.
I want to go ahead and push forward and talk about Art Basel. So at Art Basel, you and other nail artists have collaborated with Nike, Lotto, and NOCTA to do nails for an advertisement with Dallas J and Shakari Richardson. So tell us about that experience. Like, how was that?
It was amazing to start off with, and I really wish that I like promoted it more. I just didn't know like exactly what to expect. It was like my first event ever, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like such an amazing event for it to be my first event ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just such an experience to be
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by like the energy is crazy of all the other girls. It was
Yeah.
insane. Like they just such baddie energy, boss energy, and I learned a lot from them, and especially Dallas. She
Mm-hmm.
chose me, and I'm forever thankful to her. um but they're all just such an inspiration, and like to be surrounded by like that feminine energy felt so good, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just really empowering, and I've never done something like that, and I would love to do more stuff like that for sure. It was
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah, I also want to really ask, just as far as like, like how did you get paid? Like, how did Dallas J like discover you? Possibly.
Um, so it's actually like a small world story. So like my mom is a kindergarten teacher. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to her. And so she basically one of her students' moms, she
Mm-hmm.
works in like she has like ties to like Nike and whatever and
Okay.
Dallas. Like, she knows Dallas. So she kind of put the word in for me,
Mm-hmm.
but and I had like reached out to Dallas myself because my mom told me like maybe like 3 months before the event that like this might happen and whatever. And so I reached out to Dallas, and she wasn't getting back to me, so I was actually so terrified. I was scared. I was really thought that like it wasn't gonna happen. But then she got back to me, and she picked me, and I was just like, my God, because it was basically that. I feel like it was, I think her name's Jenny. I think she put the word in for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
it was you, Tanika, Dallas, Jasmine Casey, and a few other nail artists that did the
Mhm.
advertisement. Did you get a chance to meet like Shakari and other people?
No, I didn't. I wish. I That would have been so cool, but no, I wasn't a part of that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I did see that shit. That looked so awesome though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like the advertisement. I like
Mhm.
especially the beginning part where Dallas was like, I'm trying to get my nails done. Her and
Yeah.
Shakari was interacting. That was really, really cool.
Mhm. Yeah, it was like the whole event was just so unique. Like, oh my
Mm.
God, it was so awesome. Everything. We have like so many little souvenirs from it.
Yeah, that's cool. What kind of souvenirs did you collect, possibly?
So they had like a little bodega, and
Hmm.
got like Nocta tomato sauce. Oh, like basically like a whole bunch of like Nocta Nesquik. They had like a convenience store with like a bunch of, probably there was like Nocta ramen and everything. And I got a lot of Nocta polishes. Oh wait, Nocta
All right
polishes.
now. Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so these were the
Hey.
hit. Yeah, those were the hit. Like, so that, oh, and they also they gave us a hoodie,
Oh,
sweatpants,
cool.
and some Air Forces, Nocta and Nike Air Forces.
Wow. You got
Yeah,
some good
and
stuff.
we have potatoes, and they're still in perfect condition. Potatoes with like the Nocta logo like engraved in them.
Oh, wow. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, and I was gonna encapsulate it in resin, but I haven't gotten to it, and they're starting to like grow roots out and shit. So yeah, I need to do that though, because that would be like
Yeah.
a forever like, Oh, and I did my Nocta nails, and I kept like the remnants of them because they have like Nike and everything on them,
Yeah, that's really,
just
really
as a
amazing.
memory. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to get into as far as the nail industry. So, what are some things you like about the nail industry, and what are some things you think the nail industry could be improved on in your perspective?
Um, I like how I feel like it's very like a lot of nail technicians and everything. I feel like we're all like most of all of us are like girls, and like
Yeah.
it's really it's nice to like connect with everybody and like be able to
Mhm.
like pick everyone's brain, and like how we have social media now and we can like put out all these like tutorials and whatever. Like me personally, I got my license, but before that I already knew how to do nails because I watched YouTube
Mhm.
videos, and I basically like kind of self-taught myself and
Right.
learned
Mhm.
based off people's videos and stuff. So I love how like easy access it is with the technology that we have now.
Mhm.
um but one thing that I don't like, which actually kind of correlates with it, is it is becoming very like oversaturated, and like there
Yeah.
are cases of, there's a lot of people who are doing their nails at home and doing gel nails at home, and
Mhm.
they don't know like the dangers of the possibilities of like contact dermatitis if you
Right.
don't work safely with the products. So that is a big thing which kind of
Mhm.
correlates with it, which is dangerous, and a lot of people
Yeah.
don't even know it exists. But yeah, I'd say that there's probably can't really think of anything
Mhm.
else.
Mhm.
Oh, maybe the fact that like because everybody's like just trying to like pick it up and do it, like we all learn at our own pace and everything, but
Right. Absolutely.
just everybody wants to like post how to do this, tutorials, blah blah blah, and a lot of it, probably more than like majority of it, is like kind of like misinformation, and like
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know that, and then
That's
you're
true.
teaching like, and there's so many people that want to learn how to do nails, so then they're just going based off misinformation, and I was completely going based off misinformation when I first started. Like there was like based off videos, just stuff that's like incorrect, like little
Right.
things, because there's so many things involved. Like that's one thing that people don't realize. There's so many little aspects that you have to hit. Like you
Right.
learn more and more every day. Like I wasn't the nail tech I was like a week ago. Like you learn every single day.
Yeah, yeah. Every day is a school day in terms of nails. You learn something every day. And the thing
Yeah.
is that with products, even at one point for me, I was even using products wrong because I was using it with my hands and stuff like that. Now I use gloves.
Yeah.
So, I
Mm-hmm.
try to make sure to wear gloves, and if I use like gel or any type of product. I think it
Mm-hmm.
is very, very important. And definitely is an aspect of it being that you have to be mindful of who you listen to as well. I think that's very, very important. You can't just listen to just anybody. You know what I mean? And I think just because somebody does nails, that doesn't mean that they're experienced or that they're an expert at what they're doing, or they're teaching you the right way of how to do a certain thing, whether it's nail art, a nail
Mm-hmm.
service, or whatever it is. So it's definitely being mindful of just who you listen to. You can be inspired by their work and their artistry, but I think this leads to another issue as far as just the idolism, and as far
Yeah.
as the celebrity aspect of the nail industry. We got more into the celebrity aspect of things in terms of the nail industry. So it's kind of this. I think of it as this tier thing. So it's like, okay, you have the celebrity class of nail techs and nail artists or press on nail artists, who are
Mm-hmm.
celebrities, even if they don't work with celebrities, they have this huge following, hundreds of thousands of followers. Then you have like the people that are press on nail artists, then just the beginner or intermediate hand painted artists or whatever it is, 3D nail artists or press on nail artists and stuff. So I think there's like a class system a little bit in the nail industry,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the whole thing. And I do believe that people idolize people who have higher followings, and of course that's who they strive to be. But I think, again, like how you said, is being mindful of who people listen to as far as information, because there's misinformation being spread, definitely.
Exactly. And another thing, I don't want to keep adding like, oh, so many bad things, but
Yeah,
there's definitely
absolutely.
more good, there's definitely more good things that I can talk about. But I just thought of another one. The courses, like there are so many people coming out with like courses,
Yeah.
like one-on-one nail courses, or like tutorial videos for like from like $5 ranging from like 1,500. So there are so many courses, and I have noticed that there are courses coming from nail techs who have like not even a year experience, and like there's courses for like $100, $200, and or even for lashes.
Right.
So I just feel like you should have, because I want to come out with a course eventually. Um, that's another thing I love about the nail industry is that like the access to courses, like that's how I mastered my Russian manicures, because I bought courses, and they I learned a lot from them. But
Hmm.
I want to eventually offer a course too, for sure. But
Hmm.
I have almost 4 years experience, and I
Hmm.
want to have at least 5 years experience
Right.
until I offer a course. I'll feel comfortable offering a course with that much experience.
Mm, yeah, absolutely. I want to get into as far as favorite nail products and nail shapes. So, what are some of your favorite nail products, and what's your favorite nail shape?
I love this question. Um, so I'll start off with the nail shape. Um, I have been like a square girly my whole life up until I really started like dabbling in like the unique, weird aspect of nails. And then I turned into like a slim almondish almost stiletto. So
Hmm.
I feel like that is probably my favorite shape, but it definitely always goes from that slim stiletto or square. So
Mm,
those are my two favorite. But nowadays, I think it's always gonna be almond. I call it almond basically, even though it's kind of pointy and whatever, but
right.
almond, and like a really long almond.
Oh, yeah, that's really really cool. What's like some of your favorite nail products?
Um, Definitely gonna have to say A Press. I don't know if you're
Hmm.
familiar with them, but
Yeah, I'm familiar.
yeah, I just love what they like created, because they really like changed the nail industry like
Hmm.
crazy.
Hmm.
Um, so I feel like I have been using these like gels from Russia, because I
Hmm.
was trained by this nail technician who actually used to work in my building upstairs, and she has like 18 years of experience. She was trained in Russia, and
Hmm.
she was the one who like first taught me about Russian manicures. And so she has given me these gels. I don't know, these gels from Russia, like they all have like, okay, here's one. Like basically
Okay.
I'm obsessed with the builder gels.
Oh, okay.
And oh, Nails by Dev is an definitely an honorable mention. I love her products.
Hmm.
Nails
Yeah.
by Dev for sure.
Yeah, there's so many like different different gel paints that you could really really use and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many like potted gels, and there's gel in a
Yeah.
bottle,
Mm-hmm.
builder gel in a bottle. There's so much stuff.
Yes.
It's really really crazy, like
Mm-hmm.
how I was saying earlier.
Yeah, exactly. And like aside from like the designs and everything, I am just like obsessed with the whole process in general. So I can really appreciate like a good gel. Like these gels from Russia is like almost all I use, and most of them don't even have like a name. So, but they're
Mm,
I need to find it out, because when I'm
hmm.
gonna have to restock, it's yeah.
So if you had a top five list of your favorite nail artists, who would they be and why?
um. Okay, let's start off with my favorite one. For sure, Dallas.
Hmm. Yeah.
What's her? I don't know her Instagram handle, but she is like I came across her page because I'm pretty sure I discovered her like way before I did the event with her, and I was just
Hmm.
like her nails that she does are just so creative. Like her
Yeah.
mind
Agreed.
is
Yeah.
it's insane. It's insane. So and like her aura and everything is just like she has like such a like a aura and like this confidence that like radiates from her. And
Mhm.
I just love her style, and I love her nail
Mhm.
style, everything in general. She just gives. So she's definitely my favorite, and that's
Mhm.
why. And my second favorite, I'd say maybe Nails by Deb, because I feel like she inspired me like so much. Like she was probably like what I mainly watched in the beginning, and I learned so much from her. And it's just so inspiring to see like the product, her line of products, and like, you know, her whole studio and everything. It just looks so awesome, and like the videos that she makes are really inspiring. Um so she's definitely my second. My third, I'd say, mm, probably South Texas Nails. Have you heard of her? I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
You've
South
heard of
Texas
her?
man. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she is another one that's just like inspires me, because I want to eventually make my own brand
Mhm.
of gel products, and nail products in general.
Mhm.
So she has like really unique products, and like I just love the way that like she like presents like her nail designs and her website and everything. Um, so she's definitely my third. Was that my third? Yeah.
Mhm.
Um, my fourth. Hmm. Dang. Hmm. Oh my gosh, I don't know her name, but I don't know. She paints like really, really intricate. Like she paints like these sets that are like mostly like Disney themed sets kind of, and she'll make it like animate with these gels that are like they like color change kind of. Oh, I wish I remembered her name. Oh my gosh. I wish I remembered her name. I don't want to like go look for it. But dang, I need to find her name. But she like is so crazy with the nails. Like she paints like super realistic, like copy and paste, and like she's just really creative with it.
Mhm.
Um and I'm really trying to get into that recently. Painting
Mhm.
like realism and whatever. Like I've been saying that I want to take like an art class, like a painting class, because I feel like I'd learn from that to like, you know, apply it to nails. And my last one, oh my god, actually wait, no, I know this one. Um I'd probably switch them. She's probably not the last one. I'd probably switch it. What's her name? Um I need to find. Oh, her name on Instagram is Painted by Pat. She also worked the Nike event with me. I don't know if
Mm.
you know her, but she is so cool. She's so funny, and um definitely one of my favorites for sure, because
Mhm.
it's such a vibe. Girl's girl for sure.
Mhm. Now, how would you describe your fashion style?
Um I would describe it kind of like it's very like it kind of varies. It will change here and there. But it is very like feminine. Like I love to wear heels. Like
Mhm.
right now, I'm looking beat, but I love to like match my makeup. I love to
Yeah.
match my makeup to my outfit. Like I honestly just don't go out if I don't have like, and it's not because I like, need to cover up, but I love doing the eyeshadow so much, and I've like really been putting my all into it and improving, because when I first started it was like so hard. But
Mhm.
so I'd say my fashion style is kind of like a mix of like 2000s mixed with like kind of like spiritual hippie-ish vibes.
Hmm. Okay.
But Yeah, I don't really know how to describe it because I'm still kind of figuring it out, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I just really like jewelry and like vintage looking things. I'm not really. It's kind of like I wouldn't say opposite of streetwear, but like I'm not too into like the streetwear vibe. I'm more of like a thrifted look, if you get what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like a nature kind of vibe. I feel like it kind of correlates with like the nails that I do low key. But
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, I'd say I
Mm.
don't know how to exactly address it.
Mm. Now, where do you see yourself in your nail career as far as in the next 5 years?
That's a great question. Um, um, definitely, definitely, and I'm not gonna say no ifs because it is definitely happening. Definitely want to have my own brand, like line of products, like a nail lamp, like top coat, gel colors, sculpting gel, all of that.
Hmm.
And I really want to own a nail salon where I can like teach girls to do like really extravagant, like unique designs, and I just want to
Hmm.
have like it like be that one nail salon where there's like five techs and they can all do like really crazy, like amazing artwork. And
Hmm.
yeah, basically, like I will definitely still be doing nails. I'll be doing nails till the day that I die, literally. um so I'm always gonna be doing nails, but I want to teach other people, and I have always had like the dream of like owning my own salon and
Hmm.
having girls that can also do crazy artwork, and then having my own line of products. And in terms of like actual real life, hopefully like financially, very financially stable or financially free completely.
Hmm.
um and yeah, basically.
Yeah. So you're
Maybe
really
in
cool.
Brazil. Maybe in Brazil or traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, traveling would be absolutely cool. And that would be absolutely cool. I would love to
Mhm.
travel. To different places down the line. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe open like different nail salons in different
Mm,
places.
that's a
That
cool
would be
idea.
awesome. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Last but not
Yeah.
least, how can people find you on social media, and how can people support you and your business?
Um, so I am mainly on Instagram. I feel like that's my main platform for sure.
Hmm.
Um, I need to get more into TikTok, but basically the only social media that I'm really on is actually just Instagram, but I need to get Facebook. Um,
Yeah.
I know it's crazy that I don't have the Facebook, and like there's a couple of other ones. My mom keeps on like bugging me and being like, "I'll help you set it up, please. Like, come on, you need to do it. You need to get on all
Hmm.
these platforms." But I'm mainly just on Instagram, and you can
Hmm.
Google me and for sure find me, find my Instagram, find my website.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
so I guess that's maybe a platform, my website, XO Nails by Low.
Okay.
And my TikTok, I'm definitely gonna start posting more on that platform because they scared me with that ban.
Yeah, yeah. And scared a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
I
people.
can't take it for granted.
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Lola, for jumping on. Your work is absolutely great. I found out about you as far as from the NOCTA Nike event that you, Dallas, and Tanique and other nail artists have took part in. So your work is absolutely cool. Thank you for this wonderful
Thank you.
conversation, and thank you for sharing your story. Allow me to get to know you and things like that of what you do as far as the nail industry. So just thank you so much.
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This was amazing.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye bye.